Hi guys, okay, so I thought I would get to the meat of this vlog. All week long I have debated about whether or not I should talk about this and express my feelings about it, have a conversation with you all about it, or if I should just disappear into the night and live peacefully. But then I started thinking about all of you guys. You guys are incredible. You're wonderful. For the most part, the majority of you. You guys have been with me since the beginning. You have seen me, with all the ups and downs, from bald to hair to no eyebrows to painful nights to hospital stays. You guys have been with me through it all. So for that group of people, I decided that I needed to have this conversation. For the last 3-4 months, I have been struggling like crazy to want to do my channel. And it's not that I don't want to do my channel. I mean, I love you guys and I love the interaction, the positive interaction. And I absolutely love having you guys email me and, have one-on-one relationships with a lot of you, people from all over the world. That part, I don't want to give up. But I found myself every time a video goes out, I dread reading the comments. I just my soul just hurts. I'm like, I know that 90% of the comments are going to be wonderful and positive, and even the ones that aren't positive, they're just not mean. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. I have no problem with people questioning and asking questions. But I just don't have a thick enough skin to deal with some of the mean comments, the trolls. And I try to block them, but it's so much energy to try to go through and try to filter out the negative. It's just I know it's my responsibility on camera to keep my channel bully free, because not only do the negative Nancys and the mean people, they don't just attack me, they attack you guys sometimes. And I don't like it. And another thing I have a hard time with is people making comments and talking to me and about my family, questioning this and that. And I have people that email me these big, long emails about how they don't think that my kids help enough around the house, or they don't think that my family is very good because ... I mean, they take the time out of their day to just be mean. So that has been really affecting me in the long haul. I have been trying so hard to just brush it off and just go on my way. But after years, literally, of being called a liar, you don't have cancer. The one that really set me off this week, that made me want to just call it quits, was, why are you not dead yet? I feel like I'm constantly having to defend why I'm still alive. And it's just it's not just me. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that live with stage 4 cancer for years. Some of them are healed from stage 4 cancer. And that's why I do this channel. I want to educate people so when they get that diagnosis that says, you know what, you're stage 3, you're stage 4, it has moved to your bones, or it's, in your lymph nodes, or, whatever. I want them to know that is not the end. That doesn't have to be the end. That many, 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 many people live for many years after a cancer diagnosis. And true, there's a lot that don't, and that's why cancer is so incredibly hard, because it's like we're fighting this enemy that constantly readjusts and reassesses and just constantly finds different ways in to attack us. And in return, we have to keep moving and changing our strategy and trying to find different ways of healing cancer, and sometimes not healing it, but just keeping it at bay so we can have more time. And I asked myself this week, I prayed and I said, Lord, okay, I know that you gave me this channel for 2 reasons. Number 1 was for me to document my journey and my life, so my children, my grandchildren, the ones that are going to grow up and I'm not going to be here even if I'm just die of old age, I won't be here. But I wanted them to know, I wanted them to see. That's the beauty of technology now today, right? I wanted them to see how their Nana was able to stand up against cancer. Did she just fall down and crawl in a hole and say, I give up, I die, I'll just wait? Or did she gracefully deal with it? Did she do it in a way that was glorifying to God? Did she, it just, so that's one of my reasons for doing it. The second reason is because I want to help people. That's been in my DNA. I'm a missionary's kid, At our family, we had people living with us all the time, different, like foster children, different people that just needed a home to stay for a while. That was in our DNA, our family DNA. And and now my children have taken up the same way, and they're doing foster care, they're adopting. And my other children, they were all ready to go for an adoption, FOSDOP. They had their home study done and everything, and then my daughter-in-law found out she's pregnant with Thea. So their hearts are there, even though the room wasn't. And then my baby girl, she wants to adopt because she is adopted. So, that is in my family's DNA, is to share the love of God, to support people when they're down, and to use whatever circumstances that we encounter in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, to use that as an opportunity to help people, to come alongside people and to support them in their time of need. In the Bible, it says that we go through hardship, we go through trauma, we go through bad times, hard times. So then in return, we can go and help others. We can know how they're feeling. We can go and we can grieve with them. We can say, you know what? I know how that feels. I was there. I remember when I first found out I had cancer. I remember that thought. I remember feeling like, am I going to die? Is this it? So it's biblical to take up your cross, take up your burden, and use what has happened to you to help others. And as humans, just in general, whether you are a believer in Jesus, or if you are Mormon, if you're Jehovah's Witness, if you're Jewish, or if you are just an atheist, but you are a person that just wants to help others and give back to their community, it's a needed thing in society. So that is the second reason I choose to do this channel. And the third reason God has blessed me, and you know what? I used to be ashamed of this, but you know what? I'm not ashamed anymore. I earn a living at doing YouTube. And it blows my mind that I can sit on camera and talk to you guys and share my clothes, my life, my babies, my gardening, my whatever's happening, my music, and I get paid for it. It's like, are you kidding me? I mean, that is like a huge blessing. Not only because it's hard for me to work like I used to, and of course, an extra income when you're used to having two incomes, it's helpful, and especially when you have a big family, and they live in different states now. Two of them live in different states, so it's like takes money to go see them, to be with them, to everybody needs money, people. And it's like, why should I be ashamed of being paid for my hard work? So I gotta take a drink. Refreshed. Okay, so why is it that people get so irate when, number one, they watch the channel for free? I don't charge anything. YouTube doesn't charge you unless you choose to get is it YouTube Premium without ads and stuff? That's on you. You decide to do it, but basically YouTube is free. It is free entertainment. But guess what? It's not free to make. The amount of money I get paid for doing this YouTube channel does not even minutely compare to the amount of hours and time that I put into a vlog or a video or anything. I am working 24/7 getting things that you don't see. It's like I film everything. And then I have to go through and I have to edit it and take it out and put it into the right order. And then I have to take out stuff that like can't be in the video, things that'll get me unmonetized. Like if there's music going in the background in the store, I have to go back and I have to get that. I have to take it out, and then I have to put in approved music from Epidemic Sound that is copyright free and I pay for. That's another thing. There's cost in making a YouTube video. And sometimes I just think, okay, maybe people don't understand what it is that people do. I mean, maybe they just don't understand that it's not just turning on the camera and talking. It is a lot more. In order to make money at this, since you guys don't pay me, you guys aren't paying me to do this, so someone has to pay me. So it is the ads, the people that want to use my channel to put their advertisement on. And that's where part of my income, I have different streams that come from all different things. So my first portion of income is from Google AdSense. Those are the ads that you see throughout the videos. Now, whether I get paid for them or someone else, they're still gonna be on your videos, because what happens is after you hit a certain amount of people, then Google starts putting ads on your videos, whether you are monetized or not. Okay, so it's like, then you have to apply to be paid for it, blah, 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 blah. And then yes, I get paid for them using my channel, my content. That's one way. That is a very minute way. It's just like a little tiny bit, but it is one. And then the second thing is brand deals, sponsorships. There are different sponsors that pay me to either wear their clothes or use their makeup. I mean, you know, I mean, whatever it is, whatever the deal is, there's been a lot through the years, but that takes a lot of work. Not so much just to film the ads, but to filter who I'm going to say yes to and who am I going to say no to, because I don't want to unethically choose things. I don't want to do things that don't reflect me and my channel. I have been offered some really good paying positions, different brand deals, but they don't make any sense to my channel. They would not benefit you guys in any way. And I can't do it. I can't like put on a face and pretend that I'm like loving something that I would never, ever in a million years use. You know what I mean? It's just like, no. So there's a lot of time in editing and going through all of that process. And yes, I have had a manager, his name is Tony, and he does a lot of that for me. But what he does is he goes out and brings all this stuff to me, and he goes through the stuff, and then he gives it to me. So it starts this big, and then it ends up this big for me to look at. So that is a huge benefit. But with that benefit, I have to pay the manager. So, you know, there's a good and bad of just anything about business. And then there's editing, and there's all these different things that, you know, that go into making a YouTube video. And then there's uploading, downloading, and keeping all your content on a hard drive and organizing it, and doing your B-roll, paying for your B-roll, getting your thumbnails, paying for your thumbnails. There is just so much. Okay, well, that's the business side of things. All right, now if you don't think that I deserve to get money for doing work, because that is work, then I'm gonna ask you guys, do you wanna work for free? Do you wanna, if you're a house cleaner, would you go clean the neighborhood for free? I don't think so. Would you go to work every day and sacrifice 8 hours of your day and say, don't worry, I got this. I'll just do this for free? I don't think so. Even if you were a pastor or a nurse, somebody helping others, doctors, they get paid. So why not a YouTuber that does hard work? Why not somebody with cancer that is willing to expose their entire lives and beings, to open it to criticism? Why should I not be paid? I'm not asking you guys for money, right? I don't even do lives. Do you know why I don't do lives? Because I was embarrassed the first 2 times I did it, because people kept sending me super chats. And I felt guilty because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Why are they giving me money? I mean, I appreciated it, of course, but I felt kind of about it. So I don't do them anymore. I pick and choose how I earn my money on YouTube, because number one, it is a ministry to me. It is my number one goal is not to make money. My number one goal is to help people and to share my story. So I go back and forth. It's like, is it worth it? Is it financially worth it? Probably not, no. Now I have to ask myself, am I helping more than I'm hurting people? That is always my question. I don't know. I like to think I am helping some of you. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you think that I have helped any of you with my story the last couple of years. Yeah, so another question is this is what I'm dealing with. I am like, is it worth the upset, the time, the everything? Is it worth it to me to spend whatever time I have left here on earth? Is it worth it for me to spend all my time fielding haters? You know, is it worth it? Does it balance things out? Is the good gonna outweigh the bad? You know? So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know the answer to that. I'm tired. I am, you know, I had people this week, I had someone tell me that why am I not dead yet? And I just was like, that's mean. And I just ignored it. I'm like, whatever. Then I had another person say that, oh, I was following you like 3 years ago and you were dying then and you're not dead now, so why not? You're a fraud, you're mean, just evil spewing out of their hearts and their minds. And I just stop when I read that and I'm thinking, Lord Jesus, please be with them. They're miserable, horrible, evil people that need you, and they need your love. They need someone to give them a big old hug and make them feel better about themselves so they don't come back and attack me. So there's that. But then on the opposite side, playing devil's advocate, I was watching it was like a documentary thing. And there was this girl on TikTok, and she pretended to have pancreatic cancer. Yeah. And she had millions of followers. She was beautiful, beautiful young girl, like 22, 23, I think they said. She had long, gorgeous hair, and she had her makeup on perfect and everything. She would show herself like with an IV in and, a puke pan, and she really played it up pretty good, I guess. Anyway, she set up a GoFundMe account, and I think they said she had over $500,000 donated to her to help her because she said she had found a new treatment that was very expensive for pancreatic cancer, and she needed the funds to do it because she couldn't afford it. Another drink. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, she was a fraud. Somebody, a nurse or something, started watching her channel thinking, oh, poor thing. Anyway, started watching and started doing stuff. She had a port in, but it was in the wrong place. And it was just like she put a tube or something and had it over here instead of where it was supposed to be, or I don't know. Anyway, so this nurse is like, that looks a little bit suspicious. So she started doing some digging and she, research and whatever. Found out this girl did not have cancer, and all the money that she had literally stolen from people. That's a felony. That's like in the big time felony, So anyway, she ended up getting charged with that, going to jail, and having to pay all that money back to her followers. Now, when you see things like that, you can understand why people are watching everybody with a kind of like a skepticism, like, I don't know about that. It sounds a little fishy. So I understand that. But if we look at the facts, number one, the people that scam you on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or any other social media platform, they always, because this is the only way to do it, they always have either like a Patreon thing where you can give them money, like a Linktree thing where PayPal donation, GoFundMe, they push the thank you, at the bottom of the video, they have little hearts that if you liked a certain video and you thought the person really worked hard at it and you want to give them a tip, like being in a restaurant, then you would, give them $1 or whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, if they push those things, or if they don't have brand deals, they just ask for money. That's a clue. So there are a lot of different people out there, but if you see that, then you can question, like, they're getting a lot of money here. What is going on here? Then if things don't feel right and they've collected hundreds of thousands of dollars, of your hard-earned money, well, then you have a right to know and to find out and make sure that they are telling you the truth. But if you are like me, who don't ask you for money, that don't do anything like that, that work hard for every penny that she gets, then you can be sure that I'm not scamming you guys. I have no reason to scam you guys. I have had my family on, I've had my kids on, I've had my grandkids, I've had my husband, my oldest son, I have had my mom and dad on my vlogs. It would have to be a pretty big scam for all of us to get together and decide to trick you guys. Yep. So, just food for thought. Maybe I should do a video on what to watch for so you don't get scammed. That might be a good one, right? So anyway, I bring all this to you because I needed to vent, but I also need to weigh things out for myself because, I need it to make sense for me and my health and my well-being too, not just the vast majority. Now, one thing that just popped in, because I had everything like listed in my brain of things I wanted to get out. People sometimes get mad because I'll say, if you want to buy this shirt or whatever, if you're interested, whatever, the link will be in the description box. Okay, maybe I didn't explain it to you guys well enough, but every affiliate person or brand that I work with, I get an affiliate link with a discounted price for you guys. And it is not always a lot, whatever. I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Like the bed that I just did was like $300 off. That was almost half off. And I noticed that a lot of you guys bought it. That was incredibly awesome. I hope you guys love it as much as we do. But the links below are not just because I get a commission off of them, because I do. But for example, like this shirt here, this shirt from H&M, if you were to buy it in the store, it would be like, I think it's $49.99 US dollars, okay? If you buy it through my link, it is like $29.99. That is a good discount, right? Okay, but out of all of that, you guys get a discount, and then I get a percentage off of that, which would probably be about 98 cents for me in my pocket. Yay, I'm rocking it. So sometimes $1.15 off an item, sometimes $2 or $3, but it is always a little bit. It's never like this, grand thing. Now, if I did like expensive handbags or something like that, then of course, probably more. But I affiliate with Nordstrom's, H&M, Naked Fashion, Amazon, River Island, Zara. I think those are the ones I'm most in with. But I don't have expensive items that I wear, so I can't really sell them to you. So anyway, just wanted to get that out there too. The links, the discounts. Oh, and it's another thing. I spend hours every week going over different items in different places, and I email them and I say, I'm a YouTuber, I have this whole spiel I do, I have X amount of following on Instagram, this, blah, 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 and I would like to represent your customers, or your company, your brand, but in return, I would really like it if you could give me a discount link. And that's a normal thing that YouTubers do. And guess what? 99% of the people that I reach out to say, oh, sure, because it's free advertising for them, not free, but near free. And then they don't mind giving a discount because they get a lot of exposure. So that's kind of the way it works. So anyway, with all of that said, I started thinking, it's like, well, maybe people are mean because they don't understand. Maybe it's because they think that I'm like this girl Tiffany that robbed people of hundreds of thousands of dollars, or something. I don't know. So anyway, I got it off my chest, and I am sorry that part of this video was just all over the place, but I really wanted to get everything out in the open, out to you guys, because I need to know what I'm gonna do. So, I don't know. What you guys can do, you guys can pray about it with me. If you pray, if you don't, just, put in the comments, like, have I helped you? Have I helped anyone? Do you think I'm doing any good here? I mean, nothing long and drawn out, but just say yes or no. I don't know. Just, I need to know, am I touching anybody's lives? Is it worth it to go through all this? That's what I'm asking myself, I'm praying about, and I'm asking you guys. And that's it. So, with all of that said, I would like it if you guys, if I'm still around, if you guys want to follow my story, you know all about me now, all about why I do it, go ahead and hit subscribe, and set the notification bell if you are interested in finding out if I'm going to be here next week. I promise you though, I will not disappear. Like I just, earlier this week, I'm just throwing everything away, I'm done. But then I started reading comments and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I will let you know if I am gonna disappear. I promise you I will. When I come to that decision, I will let you know for sure. I won't disappear. But in the meantime, if you'd like to follow my drama journey, go right ahead. I'm here for now until further notice. All right. I love you guys, and I hope that you all are having a blessed Sunday. It's Mother's Day here in the States, and I will be taking my mama out for dinner tonight, or tomorrow night. My kids are taking me out for lunch tomorrow, and of course we're going to go to church in the morning together as a family. So it's going to be a good day, and I hope and pray that you guys have an equally blessed day. All right. That's it. I am done. I am going to stop talking now, and I will see you in the next video. This is Jody signing off.